In the part of my memory where I keep you, it is always summer, always hot. Our autumn is in a place I had avoided going until my previous psychiatrist guided me there during hypnotherapy. Maple leaves lay like pieces of an impossible jigsaw puzzle in the yard at Broken River Road. Darkness crept over them as I watched for you through the big front windows of the house. Mum, Nan, and Pop had gone away for the weekend across the New South Wales border to play the poker machines, which were illegal in Victoria back then. Local travel agencies would organise bus tours and gambling weekends away. You said you'd pick me up at 7 for Sandro D'Angelo's party. The clock on the VCR displayed 8. I cried because you'd let me down again. But then I reapplied my makeup in case you showed up after all. I might have had a glass of Mum's whiskey while I waited. I sat on the sofa, writing in my diary, a poem. Catsby was still alive. He smelled of a particular brand of flea powder, I can't remember which, that was like talc and mint leaves. I couldn't see his scent as a colour, but rainbows emanated from his fur as I stroked him. I was sick, but hiding it well. It's called the prodromal phase. I like the word prodromal. It reminds me of dromedary and palindrome, palindromedary. I shouldn't have been left on my own, and I shouldn't have been going out anywhere. I can't remember what time I saw the headlights of the Kohler hardware pickup truck finally turn into our long dirt driveway. You didn't come in. You beeped the horn at the gate. I was so happy that I ran out without my jacket. I had bruises on my arms, but I'd covered them with camouflage makeup so I could wear the red dress my mum had made. I hoped you'd say you remembered it from New Year's Eve, but you didn't. And you didn't apologise for being late. You smelled of clean and that fruit tingle cologne. I was aware of every breath, every swallow, every gurgle in my stomach as we drove into town without speaking. The highway, the airport, the caravan park. I wanted the radio or some music on, but was too shy to ask. There was a tear in the seat. I don't know if it was leather or vinyl, and the edge scratched the back of my knee. The chicken shop, the lake, the showgrounds where we'd kissed on New Year's Eve. Sandro D'Angelo's house was double-storey, on a corner, opposite a park or a sports reserve. Hotted up cars, panel vans, and utes lined the street, parked with two wheels up on the footpath. It was cold. I rubbed the goosebumps on my arms while I waited for you to lock the car. We could hear laughter and conversations in voices raised above the music, heavy metal, as we walked up the street towards the party. The smell of wood smoke. A terracotta-coloured driveway led to the backyard. Small shrubs, or maybe succulents, grew in a triangular pebble garden. Crimson and white flowers bloomed along the fence. Chrysanthemums, dahlias, and salvias, or something like that. You knew all about plants and told me their botanical names. There was a drought. Those flowers shouldn't have been there. And it was dark, so I'm not sure how I could have seen their colours if they were there, or that of the driveway. Moonlight, front porch light, reality or reflection. I wanted you to hold my hand, but you didn't. The gates were open. In my first hypnotherapy session, this was as far as I allowed the psychiatrist to guide me. In subsequent sessions, we went further.